Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We got a wine I think John is going to love. And I say that because the wine is from Spain and we're going to taste it.
When are we going to taste it?
Now.
Okay.
So let's begin by showing you the bottle. There we are, and the label. So I'm going to go Casa Anguilla, Grand Reserva. Grand Reserva.
Grand Reserva. That just speaks to me. I
2017.
Good.
2025 now, so we're talking eight years.
Good bit of aging.
Yeah, good bit of aging. And the Spanish do like their wine aged, don't they?
They do, yeah. And they get some good price as well, which just leads up to
like that.
Yeah. So how much is this one, John?
This one is $9.79.
See what I mean? For, what do we say, 7, 8 years old?
It's getting a bit too close to... I mean, I'd prefer the 9 to be the other way around, making it into a 6.
Under a tenner?
21p under a tenner, yeah, it's pretty close.
I should have known. But that price, I mean, you again, look at a French wine that's got the aging on there. You're paying twice as much as that.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, but none of that matters if you don't like it.
Exactly. You are spot on there, John.
And the price doesn't matter, even if it's cheap or whatever. You like it, then game on. Right, shall I look at the colour?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So.
Ooh.
Nice and deep, huh? Nice and deep.
Isn't it? That's almost like blood.
Almost.
Almost got a definite ruby colour. It's almost like, I know it's not, but it's almost like it is sticking to the side, like a viscous, like, again, like going back to that blood thing. I don't know why. Yeah, but that looks...
The business.
It looks very much like I'm going to enjoy this. So let's get straight on with the nose, John.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. I'm not sure what I'm getting though, but I like the smell, but I can't... That's going to be really difficult to seg out what...
There's definitely a bit of oak and leather at the end, but there's a predominant nose.
You do like your oak and leather.
I do like my... I do. Oh, it's a smokiness. There's smokers. There's something there, isn't there?
There is. I'm not getting a fruit. I mean, I think there's a fruit there, but I can't identify. And there's something else.
There's definitely... I'm going to call this one interesting.
Which is what we say when we don't know what we're smelling.
Yeah, it's very true. There's definitely something there. I bet if someone would say that's what it is, we'd get it straight off.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those that just trigger and you... Yeah, that's it. But I can't...
I'm getting almost like a rub... That sounds silly saying it, but like a rubber.
What, as in tyres?
Yes, yeah. I'm
not picking up that. I'm getting something sweet. Let's say sweet, sweeter. It's like, really difficult.
And like I said, there's a fruit there, isn't there? But we're struggling
I'm getting
to
your leather
identify.
bit, or what you think of leather. I know, interpret that.
Okay, I'm going to have a little go on the palate and see if that helps.
Well, one criticism is that the length doesn't last because the tannins is cutting a little bit too early. But while you're actually initially drinking it, it's swishing around your mouth. It's a lovely taste.
It is, but what is that taste? What is that flavour? I thought after having a taste of it, that might help me find out what the nose is, but it's not. It's not giving anything up.
Do you think it's like I'm just coming now to like a cherry liqueur taste?
Now you've said cherry. I get the cherry. I really can't get that. What's behind it? Well, it's not what's behind it. It's the predominant flavour in there.
Yeah.
I'm just not getting it, and the tannins aren't being very helpful because you just you have a little taste and you think, right, what is it? And then the tannins say, no, stop that. You're not getting as much as you want.
Yeah. It's a bit... I'm thinking that there was... what's reminding me of then is just this link. There's places in Lisbon, there's sort of like little tiled, very small bars, and as you walk in, you crunch on cherry stones.
Okay.
So you buy these liqueur out of the barrel, and they come sort of little glasses, and they actually have the cherry comes in with it, complete with the stone as well as the drink.
Okay.
And when you drink it, you get cherry, and you spit out. That's why it's all on the floor. You just spit out the stone.
Isn't that dangerous?
Well, I don't know. I guess they're sticky enough that they're not gonna.
Okay, it is. Yeah.
But that's just reminded me of that cherry link there.
Is it the cherry, or is it the cherry stone?
Maybe.
If you know what I mean, because the cherry stone, I could kind of get that with the tannins.
I've never eaten a cherry stone.
You know, no, I don't say I think I've eaten one, but you know that kind of, almost that tannicky kind of thing you would get from a cherry stone.
Yeah, the bitterness on it.
That actually makes quite a lot of sense, that, Joe. I mean, when you were telling the story, I didn't think it would. Upon trying that, I can relate to that. I can get that. If nothing else, it's a bit of an enigma for me, definitely, because it's almost up in the air. Do I like it? Don't I like it?
Yeah, I think you can. I think that's why you can appreciate it. Is there's a lot. It's quite a sophisticated wine. There's a lot going on there. Then it's just down to whether you personally like that taste.
Yeah, I think technically, it's a good wine. I think technically, yes. We could take some pulling apart in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, he's an interesting wine. But the question is, personally, do I like it? And I think it's going to have to be I'm not overly bothered. I wouldn't go for a second glass. I don't think. I mean, even now, like, it's interesting me. I'm saying, what is that still? What is it? You've got to get it, but I'm not getting it.
It is intriguing.
It's definitely, and I'm to and fro in my mind. So, do I like it? Don't I like it? Because that little sip there, I thought, yeah. And I think
that you're right. The tannins are the thing that's spoiling it. I think if that first taste was to just stay there just that little bit longer. But the thing is, it just dissipates. The tannins.
Yeah, it dissipates, doesn't it? Too soon. But and now you've said that cherry thing and the cherry stone. I can't get that out of my head. I'm thinking that now.
Yeah.
The little bit of cherry left around the cherry stone, and you're chewing around it, and you get a bit of this kind of stony, tannic bitterness, but with the cherry as well.
Yeah.
That's a very good description, that, John.
Well, I think it's the closest we're going to get to in this recording, anyway. I mean, this is one of those things. If we were saying, in the previous, if there were sort of like 20 of you around, then someone would say, "Oh, I can get this, and I can get this," and actually, some of those you'd link to and say, "Oh, yeah, that's what it is." Yeah, it just needs that pathway opening.
Yeah.
But yeah. Very interesting wine, and I am somewhat surprised because Spanish wine normally you're just.
I'd be all over it usually, but unfortunately, and it's a Cabernet Sauvignon grape, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't relate to that as a Cabernet Sauvignon at all.
No.
Not that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously the winemaker has done their own thing, and I'm sure that some palates will really love it.
Yeah,
I really love it, and it's a very interesting wine. Very interesting wine. Okay, let's move to Pair.
You first, John. Sorry, I've not been thinking.
Well, again, I think a meat dish. I would actually think that you could probably have a steak with this. Actually, I think there's just enough of those tannins right at the end that the steak will even out those tannins, or a beef stew.
Yeah.
So those are the two things that immediately come to my mind.
So I was thinking something a bit robust to kind of match it or take it on. And the robustness, I was thinking I automatically go to cheddar, but then there's a number of cheddars you can get. And for that one, I don't think it's actually a real cheddar, but it's something called Fowler's Little Derby. A lot of people know Sage Derby, where it's Fowler's Little Derby with sage added. But the Fowler's Derby on its own is very cheddar-esque, and I don't think I'm doing it injustice by saying that, but it's got a very earthy, kind of almost potatoey flavour. And it's also got quite a bite about it as well. And just thinking about it, I think, that'd work well.
Cheese that tastes like a potato?
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Fowler's Little Derby.
And so, what is it? Has it not got? It's not a Derbyshire or a Cheshire or.
No, well, I think it's a cheddar style. It's very reminiscent of a cheddar, but I don't know whether they'd call it a cheddar.
Okay.
Or whether they're allowed to call it a cheddar. But to be fair, I've not had Fowler's Little Derby for literally years. I've not sold it for years. I've not tasted it in years, but when I was just thinking in my head, how would that go down, what would go? I thought, yeah, that would actually be perfect. And it's making me want to try some Fowler's Little Derby.
Can I push you to something else? Just conscious that will be very sort of UK based and overseas.
Let me just think there. So you're going to need something. What about Cantal? Cantal. That's a French, I won't say version of a cheddar because that's not fair. But Cantal is like a looser textured cheddar, but it's the flavour I'm looking for at the minute, not the texture. So it's like a looser textured cheddar, but it has, again, leaning towards that earthy flavour, which some cheddars do have, but not overly so. I'd probably describe it as farmhousey and traditional. That should like nail it, what that flavour is. But Cantal, which should be kind of universal, it's a French cheese, you should be able to get that.
Okay, fine. Well, let's move on to scoring.
Scoring, yes.
Okay.
Okay, £9.79.
Oh, yeah, 21 off £10.
Yeah, so £9.79. I mean, it's an interesting wine. Whether I choose it again, I don't know. £9.79. It's not an amazing price. It's it's all right. So I will lean to. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going 82.
What? I said 69.
You really didn't like it.
I didn't know. It's not that I really didn't like. I couldn't get into it. It's no Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's a Spanish wine. I knew that. Maybe that's where, because it's a Spanish wine, I held it up here, and then I tasted it, and it's.
But I think someone else would think it's up there.
Again,
I think we said, the reason I gave it 82 is personally it's not my taste, but I do get that you said technically.
Oh yeah, technically.
So I get a feeling you're scoring it on your personal taste rather than just.
Maybe I am. But you know what, John?
69 is incredibly low for you. I can think of wines that are nowhere near as good as this, and you've given 72, 73.
Well, I almost thought of 70, but I thought no. 69.
Okay. Wow, well, we're way apart on that. And again, as I say, it's not a wine I would personally buy again.
No.
But I can appreciate that other people would really enjoy it. Not convinced.
You are completely correct. I did say it's a very interesting wine. But sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you don't want to have to be pulling into pieces. You just want to be able to enjoy the wine.
Okay.
And we still haven't identified what that nose is.
No, we haven't. I mean, but that's down to us. That's not the wine store. That's us.
Very, very true. Very true. Very true.
Yeah, that's down to us.
I'm sticking with my 69. I'm sticking with it.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got another question that we've been sent in. This one's from Susan Gibson, and I'm just trying to remember. I should have read this before, but I'm just trying to remember what it was. I think yes. So.
We're terribly professional.
Almost
terribly professional.
You think anyway. You would think that I would just actually prepare for it. So the question was: Do legs on glasses matter?
Not really. No. I don't know how this can. It's just the viscosity of it, and it can make a difference how much alcohol is in there. But in actual fact, when it makes no real difference.
No, I mean it is just a function of the alcohol and the difference between the wine evaporating and the alcohol, because the alcohol will evaporate more quickly, and so it's the difference between the two that causes that. So it actually doesn't necessarily mean it's any better.
Yeah, upon tasting wine, I would never ever take the legs into consideration.
Because it is, look at the legs on that.
Yeah, you hear that quite a lot, but in actual fact, it means nothing to me. No.
Okay, good. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Please, I remembered it just in time. So, guys, until the next time. Well, maybe that's also. You've drunk quite a lot. Say you're 69.
I'm trying.
69. It'd be half full.
I'm trying to get what's there, but I'm just not getting it. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's your own frustration of not getting it that's caused that problem. Anyway. Each their own. Everyone, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So next time, guys, we look forward to seeing you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.